Yo, what's up guys? This is One Time Play here, back at it again with another Apex video. And today we're trying something new. We want to try this whole synergy thing, see if the same particular type of legend works together, and if that was how they were made to be used, since it's a team effort. uh, Now we just been introduced to solos, but the game was usually just played with 3 people, so we're trying to figure it out here. What has the most synergy? Is it the same type of legend, or is it a combination of them? And so we started playing like this, and this is our first game. And to be honest, I was pretty optimistic after this happened to our Gibraltar right here. You guys just look at this.
Gotta hop up here. Choke.
Oh, turbocharger. Blue shields
Gotta
right
hop up
here.
here. Turbocharger.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like, gold, Apex, what they call it, pack, gave him a purple backpack and purple shields. Imagine, like, at this point we're feeling like we got the world is on our hands. And if you're looking at the footage right now, it apparently seems so. Look at me chasing an octane as I'm watching, right? And this is one of the keys, this is one of the main points I want to emphasize at this moment, is that things don't go our way here at all. Because if you pay any attention, the storm is coming, and we haven't paid any attention to it. First of all, Gibraltar is pretty far from us. I mean, not really. I mean, in relation to a Pathfinder or an Octane themselves, it's not too far. But big guys, like the guys, the type of players that we decided to use, or legends that we decided to use, aren't necessarily known for their mobility, right? They're more known for like locking plays down and being able to hold the perimeter and being able to leverage that on their behalf. And so being quick is not one of those things that really works well. So the thing that we quickly realize is that we're pretty slow. Like, we're not gonna get anywhere quick if we're far from each other. So immediately we start fixing that. So we jump into our second game, which you guys are seeing footage of, and then something crazy happens. Like, something insane happens. So we're just diving deep. We're going right here, Hydro, I believe this is what it's called. And we're ready, right? And we're just waiting on foreign additions to get us there. And then this crazy thing happens. And look at this. We face 2 walls, bruh. What is this, dude? This game needs to be fixed. Instead of coming on Reddit saying all the crazy stuff the devs are doing, they should fix the game, bruh. Like, yeah, the gambling for the skin is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna deny that. Like, I'm not on their side on that for sure. Like, they should have just made it so that we could purchase whatever we want directly. But coming back and coming at it the way he did after on the whole fiasco he did on Reddit, that's crazy to me. I don't know where this guy think he's getting his high horse from, but yeah, this happens in your game, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, chill. Like, yeah, I get it. You need to make money, and I'm pretty sure EA is pretty was persistent about that. I mean, it's EA, right? Like, that's what they're known for. And so I could understand the devs just being a little frustrated about how they're going about this stuff, but like, come on, man, chill, bro, chill. And I just went on a tangent just to simply emphasize the point again, that what we realize, if we all playing somebody who is kind of slow on the up and up, no pun intended, I'm really not talking about the dev no more. Just needed to make that clear. Like, it's whatever. Go check out Reddit, and there's other people that are making a ton of videos of this because it's drama. So one thing I did learn, that this is what I want to really emphasize this video being about, is you learning a thing or two. And that's that in relation to who you're playing with and the team that you guys gotta play differently, man. Like, we used to just run around doing whatever we want. That's because we can quickly make it to back to each other at any time. We're not that far, you know, where it's like it's impossible to be back in time before they die. But Gibraltar is not an Octane, and Watson is not a Pathfinder. So I think you kind of understand where I'm coming from, and that's that if their ability doesn't personally let you go and move quick, then you're better off coming together and staying close so that you could lock down a particular perimeter so that you guys have the advantage or the edge here. Now you guys can see this guy pushes us as soon as we the guy pick us up. So we got revived, and then this guy's come out of nowhere. My friend was trying to record something for the video, and so he got caught off guard. We come in, we try to finish it. I almost killed the Watson, as you can see. But I want to show you something, because I know that you guys are probably thinking like, what happened when you guys went through the wall over there and died, right? And I'm about to show you the perspective from the Gibraltar, so here it is.
First kill. On the bright side, it wasn't
Damn, bro. You threw me off the map, bro. That's messed up, dude.
Damn, I really did it, bro!
Damn.
I really did it, bro, by accident!
Damn. That's hella messed up, bro. I don't want to play with you, bro. I want to leave.
Alright then, now after that, let's get back to the game. And let me emphasize here the same emphasis I had earlier, and that's the stick together. Like right here we separated. The Gibraltar got hit on me, he got lit up, and then here we noticed that there was a guy that was AFK and somehow ended up killing all of us essentially. But like I was saying, we're pretty slow, so when we separate, even for a little bit, that's it for us. Like the big guys right here, man, they don't make much of it. You can't make much of escape. So once you're found by the other team, you pretty much screwed. Like there isn't much to figure it out. It's just you gotta just stay together, close from each other. Here, as you can see, I'm getting the groove of things. I'm starting to figure it out. It's like, oh, I could put fences here, I could put fences there. Caustic is starting to get the vibe here. We're starting to put traps where they need to be, and it's not perfect because obviously, you know, they got in through the door, whereas like it doesn't seem like there's any fences, and that's on me. If I would have just stayed alive a little bit instead of gotten killed thirsty at the beginning before Gibraltar got that, probably could have clutched it there with Gibraltar. But here we got a different scene from a game that we do fairly well until the end, where we actually basically win the game. It's like, no question. Let's not talk about that, please. But yeah, here we obviously getting used to it. You know, there's traps everywhere. We got gas where it needs to be. People won't be walking in on us. I mean, at least that's what you like to think, right? I mean, I got my thing fence up, but it seems like these guys just keep coming in from the places you least suspect. And so that's one thing I really want to emphasize when you got a gas boy, is you kind of want to put gas in places where you wouldn't expect people to come in. Right here, there's a guy on the roof taking shots. As you can see, Gibraltar gets down by him. There's a guy above on the left, and he's the one that's really doing most of the damage here. Ray decided to come in. I decided to just take her out. I was like, I don't know what you think you were going to do, but that's not going to happen. She goes down. I believe her teammates are the ones above us. At this point, I have no clue. I know that somebody's trying to hit us with a longbow, but I believe those guys are all the way at the top of the hill. Here we go out. I don't know why we decided to do this, but this is the reason why we won the game, and that's all there is to it. Now, we're going to move on to a different scene where I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Caustic and Gibraltar over there doing their thing. They get to go inside. Gassy Boy just decides to, you know, keep him safe for a little bit till they can make it to me. But eventually they do. Not before this crazy lifeline decides to come in here. She just came and decided to give me some purple shield, something I'm not going to complain about. Here our boy, Gassy Boy, got lit up from behind. The guy just opened the door and just, that's it. That was all there was to it. Here there really isn't much for me to explain, honestly. Like, all I gotta say is that it takes time to get used to the guys that you're not used to playing with. It's just familiarity will help you in those times where when you're surprised and you didn't expect the moves that your enemies are making. The more familiar you become with the things that can happen, the less surprised you be, and the more like responsive you'll be in relation to what's happening. So we get better here. I knew they were outside. I knew they were gonna try to do something stupid, and so I opened it knowing that my ultimate will save me from any grenades. And as you can see, they did decide to throw a grenade. I think it was a Shinjuriken. I don't know what I don't know what to call it. But here we find out that there's people on the mountain actually sniping. Gassy Boy decides to take some shots. They're distracted, healing, and here we make a clean getaway. And this is the clip from the last game. Right now we find another. We're top 4. Find another team right in front of us. I'm running from the storm because they did something to it. It's lethal. I don't play with it. I like to stay away ahead and as far as I can from it. So here, Gibby decided to go in. Gibby decided to go in. Gassy Boy decided to follow him. They all die in the storm. I killed the one guy that came out of the storm. There was another team that most likely die in the storm. Right here, I'm trying to run away from the snipers. And I get to heal up. I basically camp until the end, until we get pushed. I hear a couple of guys here on my left that take the zip line, and learn from me, guys. If you don't see anyone on high ground, go and take it. Other than that, you're going to lose a match to guys that have an unlimited amount of grenades. And here is the end, guys. The end is close, and I'm going to leave it here for you guys.